Hello everyone, my name is Catalina Bello and today I'm going to talk about Frida Kahlo. Have you ever thought about how your personal experiences can be reflected in some kind of art, like paintings, books, music, or movies? There was a woman who captured her pain and experiences in pieces of art. That woman is Frida Kahlo. When I was a teenager, I learned about Frida Kahlo, her paintings, and a little bit of her personal life. Since then, I have always been impressed and also interested in how her life has influenced Mexican culture. Frida Kahlo continues to be present in both culture and art because with her artwork, she managed to convey emotions such as pain, self-acceptance, and identity. Today, I will talk about her personal life, her impact on art, her legacy in Mexican culture, and how she became a symbol for different social movements. To know her story, we must first know her roots and first years of life. Frida Kahlo was born on July 6, 1907 in Mexico City, specifically in Coyoacan. She lived with her two parents and her sisters in a loving home. Since her childhood, she suffered from poor health. At the age of 6, she contracted polio, and polio is an infectious disease that causes muscular paralysis. Because of this, she had to stay in bed for 9 months, causing her right leg to wear out. For this reason, Frida limped. Due to her illness, her father encouraged her to participate in different sports, including boxing, which was unusual at that time. In 1922, she attended the National Preparatory School in Mexico City. It was there that she met the famous muralist Diego Rivera. During those years, Frida was involved in a bus accident and was seriously injured. A steel handrail pierced her hip, her spine and pelvis were fractured. This accident affected her physically and psychologically. Due to the long periods of bed rest, she began to paint self-portraits to express her pain. Her parents support her, and a year after this accident, she finished her first self-portrait. She met Diego Rivera again in 1928 and began a sentimental relationship with him. Nevertheless, Frida's parents did not agree with this relationship. Frida and Diego married the following year and moved to different cities in the United States due to Diego Rivera's work. During those years, Frida suffered from 2 miscarriages, and the second miscarriage was the inspiration for her artwork called Henry Ford Hospital in 1932. Because of these experiences, she turned the pain into unique pieces of art with a new style for the time. She added realistic and surrealistic elements to her paints. Due to an incident with Diego Rivera's paintings, they returned to Mexico, and her relationship with Diego was full of ups and downs. There were several cheating affairs, and the most important which was the infidelity with Frida's sister. Once again, she took her experiences with Diego as an inspiration for her paintings, among them Diego in My Thoughts and Few Piquetitos. In 1939, she divorced Diego, and in the same year, she painted one of her most famous works, called The Two Fridas. During this time, she met the artist André Breton, who invited her to Paris to exhibit her paintings. From there, she had exhibitions in cities like New York and Paris, specifically in the Louvre Museum. In the year 1941, her father died and her health was affected. Nevertheless, she continued painting, and in the year 1944, she painted one of her most famous portraits, called The Broken Column. In the year 1950, her health deteriorated and she developed gangrene in her right foot, which resulted in the amputation of part of her leg. Her last appearance was on July 2, 1953, at the age of 47. Frida died of a pulmonary embolism in her house known as the Blue House, which years later will become her museum. Thank you for your attention.